Road Atlanta race. We're going back to back at Atlanta for round 2 and round 3. Let me take a look at the qualifying session here. Starting off with Danny Ellison coming out and Jake are in second. I'm going to point this out. If you wonder why the screen looks a bit, well, not really squashed, I would say more so zoomed in. That's because I was playing around with the setup of the of all the stuff, like, you know, the lap, the this, the that, all of that. I was playing around with it and decided to do a little bit of thingies here and there. Oh my lordy, it's so laggy. Here we go. That's a bit better. But the issue was that constantly it will show CPU 99% or CPU usage 99. And that's because my computer is very weak, but still is able to manage to run a whole championship. I mean, I've had this message pop up a bunch when I was doing the GT test season, and also a few test races for Formula and Prototype, and it now works. I found a solution to it, so now you won't see the whole pop-up anymore. Like, it pops up again for me on the screen because I have like everything else like above it. Like the LRS logo still has a lot of space above. It's because I stretched the screen out more. And also, it's going to be a bit more difficult. You'll see some crashes being cut off, but I'll commentate on the crash if I remember it in detail. So like a Kanzi right here, getting set aside with Slonut, almost a scratch, but that's Slonut in the number 69. Trans Flag Toyota. And also Jack, who is currently in 6th position. Side to side with Metro, who's going to start his lap soon. And Jack is going to try and... well, he could use him as a slingshot for his next lap, which I think he's definitely going to do. Knowing Jack and the way he drives, he's 100% going to do something like that. And he gets himself into 2nd. Metro at pole position. And Demi shot all the way down to 8th, the driver who used to be in pole position, literally like 5 seconds before, all the way down in 8th at the moment, as many drivers are coming over to cross the line, some starting their lap, some finishing their lap, and putting in their time for the time being. Currently, the fastest time at 38, 164 by Metro. Kanzi is slung still side to side. And he's going to put the car right behind her. Tries to take the slipstream from her. And gets ahead of the number 69. He's currently in 7th. And this will be very useful for Kanzi because he could pretty much slingshot himself to the top spot. Which he won't do. He's going back into the pits at the moment. He could have gone a pretty proper run, but I think he's going back into the pits to change some things about his setup. Both the Buckshot Bros in 13th and 14th at the moment. And many drivers coming over to the pits. Well, a few drivers, including Audi right there. But Metro and Jack, the top 2 drivers, they are fighting for the top spot as Metro now gets pole position. These two are really duking out for the top spot here at Michigan. I love this. Ricky also coming to the pits. Let's see if Sam was fast enough to get himself high. No, not fast enough to get himself to the top spot. This is a very difficult situation for him right now, as he was also set aside with Zach. Could have used his skills to get ahead, but didn't work. So looking at Demi, the driver who used to be a pole position, and all the way down half the grid in 10th coming to the pits. And currently, as we have less than 5 minutes remaining here at Michigan for the qualifying session, we have Smoker in 20th, MTL in 19th, Days Up in 18th, Ricky in 17th, well, excuse me, MTL in 20th, Smoker in 19th, Yace up in 18th, Ricky in 17th, Sam in 16th, Lintz in 15th, Nazi 14th, Jim Fuego in 13th, Audi in 12th, Shiny in 11th, and Demi in 10th, Slalom on the 9th, Apollo in 8th, or Intoxicated in 7th, Zach in 6th, Scratch in 5th, JKR in 4th, Danny Allister in 3rd, Jack in 2nd, and the pole sitter, Metro, in 1st with a 38.062 under his name. Well, it looks like there's a lot of wreckage happening here. Yeah, there's a... Oh, and it looks like that was Yasop. It wasn't called in the recordings, but Yasop did spin out over there, as you can see by the tire marks over there. Hopefully he gets sent back to the pits, because that might block off a few people's runs, as Jim Fuego tried to do a proper run, but it didn't work as Cons is coming back on the field. Yeah, but I think, yeah, Yasop lost control. He either lost control or they went free wide and he hit the wall by accident. No, it happened. Whoa, there it is. Happens to Smoke Hero. What happened there? Is it wet? Drivers just like shoot off over there. I can't tell what happened. Smoke Hero also getting off. Same story as what happened with Yasop. Yeah, this is blocking off many people's runs at the moment. Unless slow down to get into the pits. No, slow down to get into the pits. I thought that blocked off their runs. Oi, the people, what happens over there? What is happening? Is it because people are trying to do like an overtake and it's just too slippery to do an overtake over there? No, that's not the issue, because Jim Fuego just did it exactly the same way as Smoke Hero did, and he got away with it. What's going on? I don't know what's happening. Now Yasop is over there, stuck in 18th. I mean, he is 18th. That's better than nothing. But still, 18th. It's not good. So yeah, let's 2.5 minutes remaining. MTL, the only driver to be outside of the 38-second margin. So he really has to step it up here for round 1. Looking at Scratch right now, and that's Intoxicated right behind him. Let's go on the inside. Yasop is still there. Why is Yasop being put back into the pits? What's going on? Is Smoker even coming out of the pits at any time too? Or is it done deal for him? Intoxicated is now improved on his time. Needed a Scratch. Both of them still in the top 10, but Scratch the only driver in the top 5 out of that duo. Looking at both of the Agrima Motorsports drivers together, JKR and Intoxicated. Of course, not really teammates at the moment, but in the future, JKR was saying this, in the future he is planning on getting Intoxicated and as his teammate in this in the racing series. We have less than 5 seconds remaining. And time is ticking. This has to be the lap for multiple drivers, as the qualifying session here at Michigan has been finished. And Danny Ellison getting ahead of JKR. Kanzi pushing his vehicle into third. Multiple cars about to cross the line here. No changes to be seen at the moment. Artie coming to the pits despite being 15. He's not going to risk a bad run over a possible DNF. And understandably so. There's one more car out there. No, Artie's the last one. Meaning that Demi, Metro, Kanzi, Jack, and Scratch. It's your top 5 here. As we are about to get ready. We're about to go green. No, not yet, not yet. We're not about to go green yet. We're gonna look at these guys getting ready to start their run. Good look at JKR. Now Scratch. So we're about to go green, racing here for 19 laps at the Hills of Khione 60 at Michigan. Oh, you see Cons trying to go on the inside. He's definitely going to try to take the lead. Yes, he does take the lead. Beautiful move from him. Now Scratch going to try to interfere. Oh, he does get really close. Oh, he's definitely going to do it right here. Now he's going to try to go for the inside. And the first half on the back straightaway, turn 1 and the back straightaway, Demi already lost multiple positions. Oh, oi, 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 there goes Shiny. Spins backwards, and multiple drivers to avoid her. Luckily, many drivers did avoid her. That was good job from many drivers. I applaud them for not completely wrecking into Shiny. And now Shiny's trying to get her vehicle back onto the field. She's kind of having a bit of issues, but I think she's going to get sent back to the pits. Currently, it's unknown what is happening to Shiny yet. She got sent back to the pits, thank the Lord. Is there, oh, they better go 4 wide over there? No, they better go 3 wide. I was about to say hello. They better go 3 wide. And that's why I was afraid that they were going 3 wide. And it just goes to Kanzi like nothing happened. Hold on, I'm about to interfere with the camera real quick. There's a wreck that happened here. We cannot really see that at the moment. Well, that's a bummer, but there's multiple cars that did get involved within a wreck. And it looks like it was intoxicated. Gaze up a slot who were involved. As they're all the way at the bottom at the moment, and they keep showing 0, meaning that they have wrecked. And now, Shiny getting lapped are about to get lapped by Demi and Kanzi. Oh, and it looks like those two did wreck. And Jason Pantastasket did wreck, and they were backwards, both crashing. A lot of the cars had to move to the side. Demi ran away with it. That is disgusting. Well, Jason Pantastasket did get sent back to the pits, so that is good. But oi, not a way I expected this season to start off with these amount of wrecks. 20 cars, I mean, so it is a huge chaotic situation. And just to think for a second, this is 20 cars. The max amount of entries we're letting in LRS stock cars, 30. So imagine doing this with 30 cars. Now Metro's switching it up, trying to go on the inside of Zach. And he does do that successfully. It looks like he has not shaken him off yet. No, he does have Zach shaken off. Smoke here now getting ahead of Linz, and now he has to deal with traffic. both from the driver in 14th and also the driver a whole lap down. Linz immediately gonna take advantage of the situation, gets ahead right here. About to go into lap 7, or lap 6, excuse me. Oh, you see Linz trying to make it free wide. Oh, that didn't work. It does get immediately put a block over there. Oh, if that did happen, though, that would have been wild to see on the screens. I think we've had a few moments where they did go free wide. Well, not in Michigan, but like in LRS, where they went free wide and there were no wrecks at the exit. Like, I think it happened at Daytona. But Daytona is very famous for free wide crashes. Shaker getting overtaken by Metro right there. And just to explain a little bit, since I was going to say I was going to explain, but I got so like sucked into the qualifying session. So basically how the new how we'll do it with this season, since I want to do it in the new calendar with 20 cars, every driver from MM Pro. We'll we'll still be doing Laguna Seca Legends and the GT challenge. So the LRS GT challenge for M Series, which will decide who's going to be the 5th driver in the LRS Legends Endurance, and also the Laguna Seca Legends, who's going to decide who's going to be the 5th driver in the Pro Series in the LRS challenge. Or in the LRS Legends Endurance, excuse me. Those will be ran separately without points being counted in. Of course, Laguna Seca Legends will be ran after round 6, and the LRS GT will be ran after round 9 before we go into Daytona. But the winner there will, of course, or the contenders there will, of course, be the MM Pro that is supposed to be from MM Pro. It's like drivers like Apollo, for example, who is from Pro, will be partaking in that. And drivers like JKR, who is from M, will be partaking in the M one, so the LRS GT. Which he doesn't have to, but he's still gonna partake with it nonetheless. Since he already got himself a spot at the LRS GT, as we're talking about it beforehand, and he'll be racing the... Oh, that got really scary right there with MTL. He's gonna try to get 2 birds with 1 stone. Beautiful move right there from the 12. Marching on. And yeah, JKR, he'll be racing the AMG GT3 at the Legends Endurance. Demi still leading the field. For more than half the race at the moment. Kasi far ahead in second. Jack now in he's now in charging distance. As they both slowed down a lot over there. Only, well, we do not really see it, but Linz does get ahead of Jimmy Fuego right here. And funny enough, those two drivers who are racing against each other, they will not be in stock car anymore after Legends 1. Scratch will stay in stock car after Legends 1, but many of them will be leaving stock car. And those include Slaughter Shiny, Smoke Hero, Linz, Jim Fuego, Sam, Artie, Zach, yeah, Danny also, Metro, and Kanzi and Demi. I think those are the ones who will be leaving stock car. And they'll be going to GT, Prototype, or Formula. But we will see these guys race against each other again. Maybe not in stock cars, but definitely in sports cars. Since there's also going to be another thing that we'll be doing, and it's called the regionals. So there are 3 divisions in the regionals. There's the Asian division, European division, and the American division. And that means the Asians will be racing against each other, the Europeans will be racing against each other, and the Americans will be racing against each other. And it shows the variety in LS2. But we'll also see drivers from Legends Tour who are going to be joining after Legends 2. And after Legends 2, you'll also see drivers who will be joining after Legends 3. Of course, there's going to be a max of 10 entrants. Well, this time for after Legends 1 is a bit of an exception because we just need that many drivers to have a proper series going. We cannot just have like 5 drivers in one season and just be like, wow, this is so cool. You need to have a, like, I'm not gonna run the whole thing if we don't have at least 5 or at least 10 drivers in the field. I know that there were 20 drivers or 24 drivers at 4 categories. You're gonna get what? Yeah, you pretty much 11 or like 6 drivers per series, which that's not fun. Like 6 or 12 drivers per series. So I decided, you know what? Let's open the floodgates. Let in as many people after Legends 1 because then we have a proper schedule for once. Like a proper amount of drive, proper amount of variety. And Legends 2 will be when we're gonna have a max of 10 entrants. And then for Legends 3, there's gonna be, or after Legends 3, there's also gonna be 10 drivers who will be joining in. It's gonna be 10 each time as we look at JKR getting ahead of MTL right here. And he's still trying to hunt down Metro because Metro's the one who overtook him beforehand. Jack bringing himself into the podiums here. Gets ahead of Kanzi, and now Kanzi on the inside. So lap 18, Demi Hollywood goes, still leading the field. And I think it's going to be a win for him because this man has been, he has not been touched by any of the drivers for the last, like, I would say almost the entire race. Like, the, like, 3/4 of the race was Demi leading. He's going to run away with the win here, people. I can guarantee that. But the spot for 3rd place is still a mystery. That is between Kanzi and Jack at the moment. We'll find out which of those two will be seeing victory lane. Here's a waving white flag. 1 minute left to go here for the Hills of Khione, Michigan race. For the Hills of Khione 60 at Michigan. The pack is loosening up a lot, but there's still battles and groups going against each other here. Oh, now, oh my lord, are we gonna have a more where the question for second is a mystery? We're gonna have a question who's gonna be second. Well, we do already have an answer of who's gonna be first, which is Demi, who's gonna go across the line here waving a black and white checkered flag and seize victory lane here at Michigan. Scratch in second, Jack in third, Kanzi in fourth, Danny Elsa in fifth, making that your top five here. Metro in sixth, JKR seventh, MTL in eighth, Apollo in ninth, and Zach in 10th, making that the top 10 here at Michigan. What a race. So much dramatic moments. Oh my lord. Solana coming over to the line. And that concludes the Michigan race. This was straight up chaos. Oh my Christ. This was straight up chaos, dude. Wow. Okay, so the top 10. Demi in first, Scourge second, Jack at third, Cons in fourth, Danny fifth, Measure sixth, Jaker seventh, MT on eighth, Apollo on ninth is second, 10th, fastest lap made by Jaker, meaning a +1 for him. And so currently going to take a look at the standings after that. We have Demi up in front, currently leading the championship with a total of 12 points under his name. Scratch the second with 9. Kanzi Jack in third with 8. Kanzi in fourth with 7. Danny Alistair in fifth with 6. And Metro also took it out for 6. Jaker in 8th. Or Jaker 7th. MTL in 8th. Apollo 9th and Zach in 10th. It's about to go next to round 2. The RD Records 40 at Atlanta. So